Good morning. It's Friday morning here in Cypress, Texas. The I woke up this morning and read my scriptures. Boy, I had a hard time focusing um, on Psalms. That's the first time that's happened in a long time. The the so I don't know what kind of got my attention this morning was um, in Genesis where Esau and Jacob were reconnecting. How Jacob had had Leah and her children, and the maids and their children, and then Rachel and Joseph, all um, you know, ranked in a certain way to present themselves to Esau. I can just imagine um, Esau like, what? You got two wives and got kids, both of them, and you got these are the maids, and you got kids with the maids too. Boy, what have you been doing? I could just imagine that, right? And going, what the? It's just funny to me. So what have you been doing? I guess I can tell. You know, it just makes me laugh. You know, thinking about that. And so looking at this, spiritually, right? So Jacob, oh, well, women represent the soul of a man, right? And so the and then we're doing these mitzvahs, and it comes to we're in Leviticus, and in the law, it's like forbidden to be marrying, you know, having relations with your wife's sister. And that's there's all kinds of things, interesting things. Like in the law, it also says that the inheritance should go to the the oldest son. But that, there's a whole bunch of cases where that don't happen. That don't happen with Cain and Abel, and then Seth. None of that happens, right? And then Um, and after that, you got towards the Jacob and Esau. You know, Jacob gets it, right? And then, you know, so there's a whole, and with then Jacob's kids, you know, you're looking at, you know, Reuben gets totally no inheritance. Okay, so there's really interesting. Um, it's incongruent. There you go. It was happening in with the law of Moses, and what else you see happening? The pattern of God. Okay, isn't that interesting? You know, so it kind of tells me there's a little bit um, of Moses took some creative licensing um, when dictating the law. Yesterday, learned that you know, I never caught this before. That Moses was saying, "For I am the Lord your God." He's saying He is the Lord thy God. Moses is saying that, and he also says in the very first verse of chapter 19 that they all have the ability to be gods. Okay, isn't that something? You you know, you basically you this is a whole great teaching of taking the limitations off yourself. Okay, which is interesting because um, it's like part of human nature to put limits on ourselves, to um, uh, designate ourselves in a certain way, which is limiting, right? And I see it all the time. I see it every day, right? And the oh yeah, and I got a tendency to be like Moses, right? Working things from the ground level up, but really the God way of doing it is big picture down to the reasons why you do things you do. It's kind of like if I was teaching kids how to box. You know, if I always talked about what they did wrong, that's all I thought about, and that's what they would do. I start talking about doing it right, and and promoting that which is correct. They start doing more things that were correct. Isn't that something? All right, that's a good point to end on. Have a great Friday.